Do you struggle with trying to have a conversation with your teenager? You're getting the answers, yes, no, I'm fine, I don't know, anything like that? What about having a meaningful conversation with your spouse? Are you breaking through the surface level conversation and digging a little bit deeper to make your conversations and connections more meaningful? What about a potential date? Do you know what to ask to see if that person is a good fit for you? Hi, I'm Sara, and I'm a coach helping divorced Christian women learn how to find a loving and supportive relationship, and I am confident that I can help you with your goals. So today, in this video, I'm sharing an easy communication tip that you can use in any type of relationship. So your kids, your spouse, a coworker, your friends, a potential date. This is the most powerful communication tip that I learned while I was dating, and it gave me a ton of useful information when I was interacting with other people. Using this tip will help you improve your relationships, have deeper communication, deeper connection, and a higher level of connection within them. So let's dive into it. When talking with anyone or interacting with anyone, to get somewhere in the conversation, I want you to ask an open-ended question. Now, you've heard it said before that you should ask an open-ended question, that you should try not to ask questions that the answer is yes or no. So you've already heard before to ask an open-ended question, and sometimes that still gets you a very short answer, a one-word answer, and gets you nowhere in your relationships. So instead, I want you to just tweak it a little bit. I'm going to show you how that you can change that question to make it dig a little bit deeper and lead to a better conversation. So, with your kids, instead of asking, what did you do at school today? I want you to ask, what was the best thing that happened at school today? You could try, what was different at school today than yesterday? Now you've actually created some thought in their mind. And so instead of them brushing off the question and the conversation, they've actually had to stop and think about what the answer to that question might be. You see your child reaching for a chocolate cupcake instead of the vanilla one. Instead of asking, why did you choose the chocolate? How about asking, what makes chocolate the best flavor of cupcake? You will probably get a little bit further with that conversation, and you will learn something new about your child and what they like. Instead of asking your coworker, what did you do over the weekend? Try asking, what was the best thing that happened since Friday? You want to stay in, but your spouse wants to go to a festival for the day. Instead of asking, why do you want to do that? Try asking, what do you love about going to festivals that makes it the perfect day for you? That little tweak to that question may actually prevent conflict, and it would lead to a deeper understanding, a better conversation, and a better day with your spouse. For the singles who are dating, and of course I want to relate this back to the divorced Christian women in my group and in my coaching program, you may be trying to date for the first time in a decade or 2 or 3. You want to find a quality person, right? So instead of asking, are you a Christian, which most people will say yes they are, ask, tell me about your faith. This simple tweak to that question causes them to stop and think and actually provide a worthwhile answer to you. And let me tell you, you will get a lot of information from that one question alone. For the ladies in my Facebook group and my coaching program, I have a lot of other great tips on how to navigate that conversation. If you're not in the group and you want to be, I will leave the link below this. So this week, when you're interacting in any type of relationship, so your kids, at work, at school, with your spouse, with a potential date, anything like that, I want you to think of the open-ended question that you would normally ask, and then I want you to see, how can I change this, or how can I tweak it so that it's digging a little bit deeper? I would love for you to share with me in the comments what some of those questions are. What questions do you plan to ask? How would you change them to make them dig a little bit deeper so that you'll actually create a meaningful conversation with the people that you're trying to talk with? So please drop them in the comments, and I'd love to take a look at what you are asking and what you would love to ask this week in your relationships. So if this is helpful, you can book a call with me and we'll talk about how I can possibly also help you through my personalized coaching program. And I hope that this simple communication tip is really something that can help you in your relationships to have a better connection with the people you're trying to get to know, the people you work with, and the people that you love.